It's time for the first competition of the night, JCB Racing. All 8 drivers have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. The fastest 4 drivers will advance to the semifinal round and then will continue on to compete for the JCB Racing Finals. Providence, this is it. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
And we're going to kick off this very first racing round with our first competitor in the red lane, Mark Hall, Raminator. And his opponent, Tony Oaks, Thunder Royce. These 2 competitors are going to battle it out. Let's see who is going to advance to the semifinals. Let's go green! Keep things rolling in the black lane. It's Brandon Talashka, just get her done too. And his opponent in the red lane, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. And they're getting ready and set to go. Let's go, green! Up next, in the red lane, it's Michaela Talashka, Megalodon! And her opponent in the black lane, Kurt Kramer, Ammunition! Michaela already has a donut win. Let's see if she can manage racing! We're going to start it off in the red lane. We have MJ Solario and Toro Loco. And in the black lane, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. We are in for quite the treat in this racing round. 2 of the fiercest competitors. Let's see who gets to the semifinals. Your winner, MJ Solario and Toro Loco. Now we take a look up at the video board and you see how this semifinal round fared out. We had Thunder Roars beating Raminator to take that first slot, and then Monster Butt Dalmatian beating Just Get Her Done 2 to have this very interesting matchup between Thunder Roars and Monster Butt Dalmatian. We had Megalodon take out Ramunition and El Toro Loco take out Team Gravedigger. So we're gonna see the Shark going up against the Bull, and out of these 4 matchups, we're gonna find our fastest 2.
This is the JCB semifinal round. The fastest 4 trucks have advanced, and the winners of this round will continue on to the JCB finals, where they will compete for the first 8 points of tonight's event. Providence, who's ready for more JCB racing?
Now we have Tony Oaks in the black lane and Blake Granger in the red. Let's go green! Providence, you're in for quite the treat. We have 2 of our fastest athletes on this track. Who is going to take the win? Let's go green! And it looks like the track has won once again. MJ Solorio's El Toro Loco did not really have enough traction on that racing track. It seems that the track once again has just bit the dust. And unfortunately, as we mentioned, the track is very, very tacky and it is very hard to maneuver, which means that now your advancement will be Michaela Talashka in Megalodon heading into the racing finals. This is her first time heading into JCB Racing Finals, and she's going up against a very fierce competitor. So we're going to see how this matchup turns out. Well, Providence, I don't know if you remembered, we played a fun little game with my co-host Tiana, and she gave away a set of meet and greet passes. So if you would like to also meet all 8 of our superstars, go ahead and scan that QR code on the video board, because the sale ends 1 hour before halftime. So make sure that you scan that QR code. If you haven't had a chance to meet any of our awesome drivers, this is the time to do it.
It all comes down to this. This is the JCB Racing Finals. The winner of this next race will take the first 8 points of tonight's competition and hold that #1 spot on the BKT Overall Event Championship leaderboard. Providence, are you ready to meet your JCB Racing Finals contenders?
Providence, he is one of our return racing winners, Blake Granger, Monster Dalmatian. And in the red lane, making her first appearance in the racing finals, let's give it up for Michaela Talashka, Megalodon. This is the last race of the evening. Let's see. Let's go racing! Her first racing win of the series this year. She definitely knew how to maneuver those curves out on the track.
A huge congratulations. Let her hear you. Michaela Talashka, Megalodon. What did I say? Taking that momentum from earlier, getting that racing win. That's gotta feel so good.
Yeah, man, you guys, it feels super awesome. I have absolutely hated racing all my life, and to be out here on top of that pad, it is such an awesome feeling. My dad right there, he used to drive. He was the winner of racing, but guess what, Dad? I'm right there next to you.
Well, Michaela, we have the two-wheel skills competition up next. You know, we've gotten really comfortable with this dirt. You're building this momentum. How are you and Megalodon going to just really attack those two-wheel skills?
You know, my brother taught me everything I know with two-wheel skills. We're just going to let it lay out on the track. Who cares if I lose that body? You guys ready for two-wheel skills?
Keep it going and get your fins up for Michaela Talashka, Megalodon.
Congratulations to Michaela Talashka in Megalodon, snagging the very first 8 points of the night. As you can all look up at the video board and you can see how the BKT Overall Event Leaderboard is faring out. So we have Megalodon in first place with the first 8 points, followed by Monster Dalmatian's Blake Granger in second place with 7 points. We have a two-way tie for third place, El Toro Loco and Thunder Roars both with 4. And then we have a 4-way tie for fifth with Grave Digger, Just Get Her Done, and Raminator and Ramunition, all with 2 points. But remember, Monster Jam fans, anything can happen during the event tonight, especially because now we're going up to our next competition, the two-wheel skills competition. In the two-wheel skills competitions, the drivers will get to make 2 attempts each. And you're gonna be looking for some really incredible tricks and moves. You're gonna be looking for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and even some sidewall saves, because these Monster Jam drivers are really wild behind the wheel and they get really crazy during the two-wheel skills competition. And we need all of your help to determine who will win this competition and the remaining by heading over to judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, I am back here in the pits with Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Kristen, can you tell us a little bit about what was happening there during that JCB racing?
Well, I mean, if you notice, whenever the light turned green and we went to take off, the truck lurched really hard over to the one side. So I thought that maybe I had a broken axle, which means that that one tire is not pulling. But once we came back here to the crash area and really diagnosed what had happened, we actually have a third member right now. It's like the rear diff is what's broken, and the guys are tearing it apart. You can see they have both tires off the back right now. We're working really, really hard trying to make sure that we can make the two-wheel skills competition. But man, I'm really sorry to all the Gravedigger fans out there right now. I feel like I'm having a really tough weekend mechanically, but like I was saying at the beginning of the show, it's a real deal. This is real time. It happens. These are real trucks, real machines. This is real mechanical damage, and we're just trying to work through it right now. So thanks for bearing with us. We love you guys.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. And as you can see here, these incredible technicians are working hard to get Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger back out on the track for the two-wheel skills competition. We will hopefully have more updates for you soon.
All right, Providence, we're gonna play a little bit of a game, and I'm gonna need all of your help for this one. So we're gonna play a little game called Helmet Shuffle. And how does it work is you look up at the video board and you're gonna see 3 helmets and a trophy. We are going to cover the trophy and we're gonna shuffle around the helmets, and I want all of you here in the arena to let me know which helmet has the trophy. Providence, are you ready? You don't sound like it. Providence, are you ready? That's more like it. Let's play Helmet Shuffle. I'm seeing a lot of numbers. So Providence, who thinks it's under helmet number 1? If you think it's under helmet number 2, make some noise. How about helmet number 3? Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. All right, it sounds like all of Providence is in agreement. We're going with number 2. Let's see if you got it right. It's not under helmet number 1. It's not under helmet number 3, which can only mean one thing, Providence. It's under helmet number 2. Very good job. You guys are definitely paying attention, and you're gonna have to keep paying attention because now we're gonna need your help to determine who's gonna win in the next competition. And speaking of the next competition up, it is the two-wheel skills challenge. And like I mentioned before, our athletes have 2 attempts at their trickiest moves on only 2 wheels, but we're gonna need your help to determine who is gonna win that competition. And Tiana is gonna take it away and tell you exactly how it works.
That's right, Karina. This is going to be your first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. So remember, once a driver completes their run, you have 20 seconds to take out your smartphone, go to judgeszone.com, or scan the QR code up on the video board. Once you are there, you're going to type in our code PRO and click submit. Then all you have to do to set a score is slide that BKT tire up or down to the desired score you want to give each driver. Now remember, the drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly because you will determine tonight's winner. Their fate is in your hands. So Providence, I want to know, who's ready for the two-wheel skills competition?
And we're going to kick it off with one of our legendary drivers, Mark Hall, Raminator.
give it up for Mark Hall in Raminator. This is your first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. Don't forget, you scan that QR code on the video board and that code, PRO.
Mark Hall, Raminator, with a really good first attempt with that reverse hopper from the single log stack. Did really, really good work there. And then in that second one, he really didn't get to do what he wanted to do. We're gonna check out what that score is because the scores are locked in. And the score for Mark Hall in Raminator is 4.844. That is your current score to beat. And up next, we have the King of Packers Peak, Brandon Teleshka. Just get her done too.
Keep it going for Brandon Teleshka. Just get her done. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Teleshka in Just Get Her Done 2 with a awesome hopper to nose wheelie at the first attempt. And as you all saw in that second attempt, the stoppie to that moonwalk, he kind of went a little too much towards the angled log stack and didn't have enough balance to really keep it going. But now the scores are locked in, and let's see what you all thought. Providence, the score for Brandon Teleshka in Just Get Her Done 2 is a 7.723. We have a new leader. Monster Jam fans, do you like cool machines and submarines? General Dynamics is hiring for all entry-level and skilled trades, including machinists, welders, pipe fitters, and general laborers. While you're here tonight, make sure to stop by the electric boat booth behind section 126 and enter to win some great prizes. Visit ebcareer.com for more information and come join the tradition. Providence, let's keep the party going with Kurt Kramer, Ramunition. Providence, it looks like that is only one attempt. And it seems like Rammunition is having some mechanical issues. So scoring is now open for Rammunition over at judgeszone.com. And as you all saw in that first attempt, he tried to go for a popper off of the double wad stack. And it seems like he did not get enough height and pop like he wanted. And it could be due to the mechanical issues that he is having with his truck that wouldn't allow him to get that second attempt in. And then the score for Kurt Kramer is a 1.711. Good enough for third place. Very disappointing moment there for Rammunition.
Monster Jam fans, I'm out here in the stands with my new friend Sam, and Sam just looked like he was ready to party, so I had to come over and hang out. Sam, is this your first time at Monster Jam?
Yes.
What do you think so far?
Oh, it's the best.
It is the best! Well, Sam, I needed you to get into the action, and I met Lena here, your matching hats. So this is your opportunity to win a prize for Lena. So if you are ready, the game is called Finish the Lyric. So what's gonna happen is the song's gonna play, and when the words cut out, you have to keep singing. But I just know you're gonna give us a show. So Providence, are you ready? Sam, are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Let's finish the lyric.
Tell me why. I want it that way.
Give it up for Sam! That was incredible. Well, you know, Lena was saying she's an El Toro Loco fan, so you get to look like her hero. Let's give it up for both of them, and let's get back to more Monster Jam action.
Now, Providence, we're gonna take a look up at the video board so we can see how our two-wheel skills competition is faring out so far. We have Just Get Her Done 2 in the top spot right now with a 7.723, followed by Raminator's Mark Hall with a 4.844, and then in third place at the moment is Rammunition's Kurt Kramer with a 1.711. But as you can see, we still have 5 more empty slots on that board. So stick around because we still got a lot more two-wheel skills coming your way. Let's keep this party going. Let's see those shark fins in the air for Michaela Talashka, Megalodon.
Let's make some noise for Michaela Talashka, Megalodon. Lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Don't forget that code is PRO.
Michaela Talashka in Megalodon. Really giving it her all with the 2 popper attempts that she had. Got a little more angled on the second one than she did in the first. She did a very good job at her attempt. Let's give her a round of applause. And let's see what you all thought. So the top score is her brother, Get Her Done 2, with a 7.723. And the score for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon is not quite enough. It's a 5.251. Good enough for second place. Her brother in Just Get Her Done 2 still holds the top spot. The puppy is gonna beg for bones. Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Taking the dog for a walk, it's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Let us know what you think of those two-wheel skills at judgeszone.com.
Blake Granger with 2 incredible attempts in the competition. The first one was that stoppie to the moonwalk combo. And then he did another stoppie and he literally walked the dog across the pod. Really good job by Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Let's see what you all thought of his run. And the top score at the moment is Get Her Done 2 with a 7.723. And the score for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian is... It is a 9.624. We have a new top score.
Loco. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
MJ Solorio mixing it all up out on the track. That first attempt with a poppy to a nose wheelie in the middle of the pod, and of course, blowing out that signature smoke from his nose. And then a second attempt, quite clean with that stoppie. And now we're gonna see what you all thought, because the scores are locked in. The top score to beat is a 9.624 from Monster My Dalmatian. And the score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is not quite enough. An 8.278, good enough for second place. Monster My Dalmatian still in the top spot. BKT Tire is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agriculture and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. If you take a look up at the video board, we're going to see how the scores are faring out. Monster My Dalmatian is still holding on to that top spot with a 9.624, and El Toro Loco sliding into second place with an 8.278. We have Just Get Her Done in third place with a 7.723, followed by Megalodon in fourth, Raminator in fifth, and Ramunition in sixth place. Time for Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars!
Thunderoris. Locking those scores at judgeszone.com.
Tony Oaks and Thunderoris with two incredible attempts. Had a popper to a nose wheelie on that first attempt. And then in that second one, he had the same combination with an added moonwalk. And definitely we're gonna see what you all thought, because the scores are locked in. The current score to beat is Monster My Dalmatian with a 9.624. And the score for Tony Oaks and Thunderoris is not quite which means Providence, your winner of the two-wheel skills competition is Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. Blake Granger snagging those 8 important points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship. This puts him in a really good spot here for the Overall Event Championship here tonight. He definitely pulled off some incredible moves with those stoppies to moonwalks. These are very difficult things that not everyone can really grab hold of. Let's hear from our winner, Blake Granger in Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Congratulations, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian. That was an incredible two-wheel skills victory. You know, we talked about that new transmission earlier. It really gave you the power to clinch that win.
100%, man. That transmission felt so good. Flipping between those gears, we're in there speed shifting between reverse and first. It just feels so good when that transmission's there, 100%. You can go out there and do one awesome two-wheel skills for all you beautiful Monster Jam fans. But we're just getting started. We still got the baddest freestyle motocross racers in the game. We still got donuts. We still got freestyle. But hey, I want to give a hats off to my friend Michaela. She took me out racing. So let's make some noise for Michaela. That was pretty awesome on her part.
That was an incredible sight to see. You know, you just mentioned we got a lot of competition still coming up. That includes the donut competition where you're gonna hit this track. You're gonna make that puppy dog chase its tail. Tell me, how do you approach donuts just knowing the conditions about this arena?
Yeah, you know, before we get there, I was undefeated in racing just a while ago. And now I'm 8-1 this weekend. I'm not complaining. It was awesome to see it. But hey, with donuts, a puppy dog loves chasing its tail. And I tell you guys what, I'm gonna slap that bad girl in the first gear, I'm gonna lay that pedal to the floor, and I'm gonna cyclone that truck. I don't care if it flips upside down, one wheel, two wheel, it's all for you Monster Jam fans. But I got one question for you. I wanna hear you barking so loud. Where my dogs at?
Keep the barks coming for Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Congratulations, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian, snagging the 8 points in the two-wheel skills competition. And as you all know, we still have 2 more competitions left. But right now, we're getting ready to see all of our superstars of freestyle motocross really take to the skies and show you what they got. Because right now, it is halftime.
Well, these guys are just getting warmed up. We're going to let them do a couple more laps here. If you have a flag or a bubble wand or just want to put your hands in the air, they can see you. They want to feel the love. Oh, a light up thing. Do it. I want to see it. It's almost time to meet these incredible riders up close. It may be cold outside, but we're turning the heat up in here. Providence, it is time for the FMX Best Trick Competition. Each of these riders is going to have one attempt to throw down their best high-flying trick while flying from one side of the arena to the other. But remember, you are the official judges here at Monster Jam, so that means once each rider lands, you're going to judgeszone.com to lock in the score for what you think is the best trick. And now I want to know who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition.
Oh yeah, Providence, you sound ready. So let's give it up for our first competitor, Brandon Reardon. Brandon Reardon is from Worcester, Massachusetts. He has 3 years riding experience, and he is currently riding a Honda 450. Let's see what he's got.
Brandon Reardon hitting us with a cliffhanger. Make sure you go to judgeszone.com to lock in your scores now.
Brandon Reardon with an incredible cliffhanger. As you can all see, it is not easy to maneuver these bikes the way that our superstars do. So to be able to just put your feet at the edge of those handlebars in the air is quite the feat. And the scores are locked in. And the score for Brandon Reardon is a 7.764. That is your current score to beat. And up next, we have our next rider, AJ Rosebrill. AJ Rosebrill hails from Chicago, Illinois. He has been riding for 15 years professionally. He has been racing since the age of 8. And he is currently riding the only ZLTM 450.
A one-footed backflip for AJ Rosebrill. Let us know what you think of that trick at judgeszone.com.
AJ Rosebrill with the first backflip of the evening. Of course, we all know physics and how physics works. He just had the right momentum to really get that bike all the way around and to land it on that airbag. Let's see if you thought that his trick was better than Brandon's. The current score to beat is a 7.764. And the score for AJ Rosebrill is not quite enough. Well, actually, yes, it is. It's a 7.809. Now we have our next rider, Cameron Sepulveda. Cameron Sepulveda comes from Key West, Florida, with 1.5 years professional experience. He's 26 years old, and he is riding on a Yamaha 250. He's getting reared up and ready. Let's see what trick he has up his sleeve.
Cameron Sepulveda says, look, Ma, no hands. No-handed backflip there. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Cameron Sepulveda with the no hands backflip. What an incredible feat to do. As we all know, backflips are not easy, so let alone to do it with no hands is definitely quite impressive. And we're gonna see what the score is for Cameron Sepulveda. Because the score for Cameron is very nice, an 8.569. We have a new leader. But we still have one rider remaining. Can he take the top spot? Let's give it up for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford comes from Asheville, North Carolina. He's been riding professionally for 18 years. He's 33 years old and he's on a Kawasaki 450.
Keep it going for Josh Hedford with the kiss of death. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Josh Hedford with the kiss of death. It is a very difficult trick to be able to maneuver, especially on the bike that he has. To be able to be straight up on the ground is not an easy feat. Let's see if he's able to take the top spot. And the current score to beat is Cameron Sepulveda with an 8.569. And the score for Josh Hedford is a 9.007, which means your best trick competition winner is Josh Hedford.
Providence, do you want to see more FMX? Well then guess what, you are in for a treat. It is time for our FMX Grand Finale, where these guys are gonna fly from one side of the arena to the other in one continuous train. But remember, the louder we are, the higher they fly, so let them hear you! That's what we like to call the whip train here. But I don't know, I think we can get them to fly even higher, Providence. Let's see another one of those trains. I just don't want to see him go. I think I need to see the train one more time. It's almost time to send these guys home, so let's give them all the love we got. These have been the riders of your freestyle motocross team. Brendan Reardon, AJ Rosebrill, Cameron Sepulveda, and Josh Hedford.
That's Pride Providence. Let's give it up one more time for our FMX superstars. They definitely showed up and showed out just for you here tonight. One more time is Brendan Reardon, AJ Rosebrill, Cameron Sepulveda, and we're going to hear from your best trick winner, Josh Hedford, in just a little bit.
A huge congratulations to Josh Hedford. Josh is 3 for 3 here in Providence with these FMX best trick wins. Josh, you pulled out some different stops tonight for that FMX best trick. Tell me about the trick and just tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, yeah, we call that a ruler because you're pretty much like a ruler flying through the air and it kind of looks like you're gonna fly off and yeah, not get back on, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, and I think Providence liked it, wouldn't you say? But you know, I really want to talk about, you have a 20-year career in FMX, and that is such a huge accomplishment. Tell me, what has been one of the best parts about your career with FMX?
Well, getting to meet all these new and upcoming FMXers, that's what's awesome about it. And yeah, getting to look forward to seeing some new guys and girls doing this in the future, and you never know. But really, we got to give it up to the fans and all the places we get to travel to. So, yeah, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to all of our fans. Let's give it up one more time for Josh Hedford, the FMX Best Trick winner.
Providence, it's time to get dizzy with the Monster Jam Donut competition with our first competitor up, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris.
Keep it going for Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think of those donuts.
Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris giving it his best attempt. It seemed like the Monster Jam truck wanted to really hike up. He could not get that sweet spot to really get a lot of cyclones and revolutions going. He did manage to get 2 revolutions in, and we'll see what you all thought over at judgeszone.com. The scores are locked in, and the score for Thunder Roaris is a 5.793. That is your current score to beat. And up next, we have the crazy bull himself, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Get those Toro horns in the air for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. Locking those scores now at judgeszone.com.
MJ Solorio almost hiking up the Monster Jam truck, but he found that sweet spot right in the middle of the track, and he got several revolutions in. It's cool, calm, and collected. It was a wonderful donut run from MJ Solorio, but was it enough to take the top spot? Let's see what you all thought. And the score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is... we have a new leader, 8.794. Up next, our legendary driver on and off the track, Mark Hall, Raminator.
Keep it going for Mark Hall in Raminator. Remember, you're looking for creativity, control, speed, and wow factor as you lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Mark Hall and Raminator finding the right sweet spot out on the track. He even had just one BKT tire off as soon as he got those cyclones going. Let's see what you all thought over at judgeszone.com for Mark Hall in Raminator. And the scores are locked in. The current score to beat is Toro Loco with an 8.794. And the score for Mark Hall in Raminator is not quite enough, an 8.505. Good enough for second place. Toro Loco still holding on to that top spot. Providence, she was out of the two-wheel skills competition, and she is making her grand comeback. It's Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger!
That to the bone, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Locking those scores at judgeszone.com.
Kristen Anderson making a grand comeback in the donut competition. She's come in from the opposite side of the pod, giving us a different style of donut than all the other competitors. Got several revolutions in there. Let's see what you all thought over at judgeszone.com. The current score to beat is Toro Loco with an 8.794. And the score for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is not quite enough, an 8.537. Good enough to put her in second place, and Toro Loco still holding on to that top spot. Providence, we're going to keep the competition going. And up next, we have the puppy dog, Blake Granger, Monster Mud Dalmatian.
Chasing his tail, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Let us know what you think of those donuts at judgeszone.com.
Blake Granger keeping true to his word, giving us some nice cyclones. And Providence, I don't know if you noticed, but he removed the steering wheel as well. The madman behind the wheel. Let's see what you all thought, because the scores are locked in. And the top score is Toro Loco with the 8.794. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is we have a new leader, 9.620. Up next, we have Brandon Talachka, Just Get Her Done 2.
Keep it going for Brandon Talachka, Just Get Her Done. Locking those scores at judgeszone.com.
Brandon Talachka, Just Get Her Done 2, getting some nice revolutions in. It seems like he found the sweet spot on the track and just pedaled to the floor to give it his best run. Let's see what you thought and if it was enough to take that top spot. So the scores are locked in. In the top spot, we have Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 9.620. And the score for Just Get Her Done 2 is not quite enough. It's an 8.348, good enough for 5th place. Only 2 trucks remaining. And up next, she won this competition in the afternoon. Let's give it up for Michaela Talachka, Megalodon.
Taking us under the sea, Michaela Talachka, Megalodon. Let us know what you think of the donuts at judgeszone.com.
Michaela Talachka swimming circles around the competition, really trying to find that sweet spot out on the track. As you can see, we got down to the concrete. She gave it her best run. Can she make it 2 for 2? Let's find out, since the scores are locked in. Top score, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 9.620. And the score for Michaela Talachka in Megalodon is not quite enough. It's a 7.481, good enough for 6th place. Monster Mutt Dalmatian still holding on to that top spot. We still have 1 competitor to go. Let's make some noise for Kurt Kramer, Ammunition.
Keep it going for Kurt Kramer and Ammunition. Locking those scores now at judgeszone.com.
Kurt Kramer in Ammunition, giving it a really good shot over on the opposite side of the track. He gave us some really nice, clean, smooth rotations, but wasn't enough to get that top spot. Let's find out what you all thought at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in, and the score for Kurt Kramer in Ammunition is not quite enough. It's a 7.086, which means your winner of the donut competition is Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger getting another 8 points here tonight. Definitely etching away at that BKT overall event leaderboard. Let's talk to him right now and see how he's feeling.
A huge congratulations to Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, taking another competition win here on this Saturday night. Tell me about that donut win.
You know, that's the luck of the draw right there. The later you go in donuts, especially when we got concrete under this dirt, it's just the luck of the draw. I was able to fall right into that concrete and spin that beautiful puppy dog until she just about flipped over. Did you guys enjoy those Monster Jam donuts? Let me hear you.
Well, we only got one competition left here tonight, and that, of course, is Monster Jam Freestyle. You know, Freestyle has been good to you this season. What can these fans expect to see from you and Monster Mutt Dalmatian?
Man, there's nothing more than I love than driving that Monster Jam truck as hard as I possibly can every single time I get behind the wheel. And it's not going to change today. I'm about to drive that truck straight in the ground, and I'm going to throw that thing all over this track. All for you beautiful Monster Jam fans. So, you know what? Hold on to your butts, like Tony would say, because it's about to get hot. But I got one thing for you, and I want to hear you roar. Where my dogs at? Hoo, hoo.
Keep it going for Blake Ranger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Once again, congratulations to Blake Ranger for taking another 8 points in the competition. Now we're going to take a look up at the video board to see the BKT overall event leaderboard. As you can see, Monster Mutt Dalmatian remains in that top spot with 23 points. And now we are swapped for second place. We have El Toro Loco, MJ Solorio with 17 points, surrounded by Megalodon in third with 15 points. Thunderoris in fourth, Just Gator Done 2 in fifth, Raminator in sixth, Gravedigger in seventh, and Rammunition in eighth. And now we're gonna give you a little bit of a preview to our final competition, Monster Jam Freestyle, where our competitors will have 60 seconds to wow the crowd. They must complete 15 seconds for a score, and they have so many things that you have to look forward to. They have to use all of the ramps. You're looking for creativity, technical moves, combinations, and wow factors. So keep all of this criteria in mind when it comes time to lock in those scores for each of our competitors. Providence, I want to test your knowledge and see if you guys have been paying attention. We're going to take a look up at the video board because we're going to do a little bit of trivia, and one of our drivers is going to ask the question. Let's take a look. I mean, I don't think you guys need any sort of clues. You can clearly see him out on the track. So what animal is El Toro Loco? Is it A, a bull, B, a dog, C, a shark, or D, a bird? Who thinks it's the letter A? Who thinks B? Who thinks C? Who thinks D? Providence, really? What animal is El Toro Loco? Let's find out. That's right, Providence. El Toro Loco is a bull. El Toro Loco is actually Spanish and translates to the word bull. So very good job on guessing the correct answer with our trivia. And stay tuned because Monster Jam Freestyle is coming your way.
Now it's time for you fans to get Monster Jam Freestyle started. Get out your cell phones, turn on your flashlights, and follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going and stay on beat. We've reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's make some noise for Michaela Telechka Megalodon. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Michaela Telechka with quite the first freestyle run, getting us started in quite a good way. Her freestyle run had a couple of tricks in there. I noticed that she tried to get some nose wheelies off into that freestyle. And not a lot of our competitors can really mix in tricks in that way. So that was a good job by Michaela Telechka and Megalodon. The scores are locked in, and let's see what you all thought. A 6.665, that is their current score to beat. Up next is the Apex Predator himself, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris.
Tony Oaks throwing it all down on the track in Thunder Roaris. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Tony Oaks in Thunder Roaris with so much air. And what's to say about that incredible sidewall save on the track? He really laid it out all the time, and I think this This was an incredible feat to watch. And now the scores are locked in. Let's see if he can take that top spot. Our current leader is Megalodon with a 6.665. And the score for Thunder Roris is nice rounded score, an 8.927. That is your current score to beat. Up next, also representing MK Motorsports, Brandon Tolushka. Just get her done too.
JudgesZone.com.
Brandon Tolushka getting major air out on the track. He's giving us some really great two-wheel skills and even has enough time to throw in an amazing bicycle to sidewall. It seems that he favors the sidewall trick a lot, but they are very difficult to maneuver. Let's give it up for Brandon Tolushka one more time. The scores are locked in. Let's see if he can take that top spot. In top spot, we have Thunder Roris with an 8.927. And the score for Brandon Tolushka, just get her done too, is not quite enough. It's an 8.068. Good enough for second place. Thunder Roris still holding that top spot. If you take a look up at the video board, you can see how this freestyle competition is faring out. As we all saw, Thunder Roris came out blazing with an 8.927, followed by Just Get Her Done 2 with an incredible run and an 8.068. Rounding out in third is his sister, Michaela Tolushka's Megalodon with a 6.665. But as you can see, we still have 5 more empty slots. So hang on to your seats because we still have a lot more freestyle coming your way. looks like he's going for it. It's the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
He ain't nothing but a hound dog. Keep it going for Blake Ranger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Locking those scores quickly at judgeszone.com.
Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. A lot of big air. And especially that Morgan and Morgan backflip. Still kept it on the 4 paws. Let's see if he takes that top spot. Our current leader, Thunder Roars, with an 8.927. And the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is... Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. Keep this freestyle high momentum going with our next competitor, Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. Providence, it looks like we're going to put him on a clock timer to see if he can start. And it looks like he did. One more time, let's give it up. Kurt Kramer, Rammunition.
Let's give a huge round of applause to Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. And let's lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Kurt Kramer and Rammunition absolutely flowing in that freestyle competition. All of his moves were seamless, as if he was singing a song with that Monster Jam truck. He had a couple of donuts in there. He got several bit of air, and he hit all of the obstacles on the pod. Let's see what you all thought of his run. And the score for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition is... a 5.195.6, and that puts him in 5th place.
Monster Jam fans, I have a very special guest here, Sean, and Sean is going to help me bring out our next driver, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger! JudgeZone.com.
Kristen Anderson in the Gravedigger, getting some major air during her freestyle run. She hit all of the obstacles on the pod, and she was very smooth and calm and stylish when she had her freestyle. We're gonna take a look and see what you all thought of her freestyle run, because your scores are locked in. And the score for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger is a 7.152. That's good enough to put her in 4th place. Monster Mutt Dalmatian is still your leader. Up next, ready to tear up the track, it's Mark Hall, Riminator.
Let's keep it going. Let's lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Mark Hall in Reminator with a nice clean run in freestyle. He made sure to hit every single corner and angle of the pod, and he even sprinkled in a donut there. It was a really, really great run from Mark Hall in Reminator. And now we're gonna see what you all thought over at judgeszone.com, because the scores are locked in. And the score for Mark Hall in Reminator is a 5.846, good enough for 6th place. Providence, we are down to our final competitor. Let's see those horns in the air for MJ Solorio and Toro Loco. Vehicles are expensive. Without proper maintenance, any vehicle can break down, causing the need for expensive repairs. That's why you need Lucas Oil. Lucas Oil produces the toughest and highest quality lubricants and additives on the market. Lucas products are tested on the track and the street to provide the ultimate protection. No matter what you do, no matter what you drive, Lucas Oil has a product for your needs. Keep that engine alive with Lucas Oil. Now we're going to take a look up at the video board, and you're going to see how the freestyle competition is faring out. Monster Mud Dalmatian still holding on to that top spot with a 9.849. Thunder Roar is now taking the second place spot with an 8.927. Just Get Her Done 2 in third. Grave Digger rounding out in the fourth place spot. Megalodon in fifth. Raminator in sixth. And Ramunition in seventh. But of course, we still have one competitor remaining, and he is itching to tear up the track. So we're gonna keep it going here in freestyle, and I want you all to make some noise. And he wants to see those bullhorns in the air, because it's time for MJ Solorio and Toro Loco.
Keep it going for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Locking those scores now at judgeszone.com.
MJ Solorio and the Crazy Bull on a rampage. He definitely made sure to hit all of the obstacles out on that track. Not a single corner was missed. Let's give it up one more time for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. He did a really nice, clean run. We're definitely going to find out what you all thought over at judgeszone.com. Gonna wait to see if the scores are locked in. And the scores are locked in. So let's see what the score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is. A 7.825. That puts him in 4th place, which means your freestyle competition winner is let's hear those barks. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mod Dalmatian. That is 8 points towards the overall event championship. Let's see if that was enough for him to snag it. JCB Racing, he got 7. Two-wheel skills, they got 8. Donut, they got 8. And they just took freestyle with a total of 31 points. Your overall event champion is Monster Mod Dalmatian. Under his belt. That puts him just a bit closer for the Arena Championship East Series trophy. He wants that bid to World Finals. Taking over 3 of the 4 competitions. It's a very great job done by Blake Granger in Monster Mod Dalmatian. And we're going to hear from him in just a little bit. But let's give it up one more time. Providence, Blake Granger, Monster Mod Dalmatian.
A huge congratulations to Blake Granger and the entire Monster Mutt team. That's got to feel so good coming out here and just dominating again and again.
All that is amazing and all. But there's nothing better than coming out here and hearing you Monster Jam fans barking at me. It's a dream come true. You know, I drove Maximum Destruction for 9 years. I won championships, I won overalls, but never did I have the fans barking at me and having so much fun. And that means the world to me, because it don't matter what truck I drive, El Toro Loco, Megalodon, Max D, Monster Mod Dalmatian, we're gonna keep winning and driving as hard as we can for you Monster Jam fans, because that's what it's all about.
Well, we only got one more event here in Providence. Talk to me a little bit about just your whole team here and the work they do, and to get you going event after event after event.
And you have no idea how blessed I am to have these 2 guys in my corner. That truck just landed as hard as it possibly could in freestyle, and I slapped that bad boy in first gear and brought it right up on a wheelie. That's all a testament to the hard work that these guys put in. So hey, I got one final question for you guys. Where are my dogs at?
Congratulations, Blake Granger in Monster Mod Dalmatian. He is now 1 step closer to that World Finals bid in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was an incredible night of Monster Jam action. Make sure to hit up our merchandise stands to get that piece of memorabilia today. From my co-host Tiana Cohen, I'm Karina Encarnacion, and on behalf of Feld Entertainment, Providence.